negra. Oh, that means do not hit the black woman. Okay, that's what it means in the song. Rebelion is a song that and I remember seeing this exotic looking Latina, Afro Mestiza Latina dance to the song in on Facebook. But you know she could be Mexican. They got Mexicans that look like they have more Afro mixture. Don't stereotype. But she either was Puerto Rican, Dominican, probably Colombian, whatever. They were showing how Latinas work and dance and twerk. You know what I'm saying? To the song, and it was Joe Arroyo's song. And Joe Arroyo passed away in 2011. He was born in 1955, which that means he's 1 year younger than oh, dang, he older than my dad, because my dad born 54. My uncle born 55. Mine born 56. Anyway, the point is, so he's Afro mestizo, Afro-Latino man, had more Afro mixture, you know what I'm saying? I think he's a little bit lighter than me, but kinky hair. He had a Afro back in the 70s. He was salsa band called La Verdad, and he wrote songs like he did cumbia. And I'm understanding, I want everybody to understand, he's from Colombia. He was from Colombia. And every time you hear Mexican music has some cumbia, like Selena's music, and Selena was live, she did a history about Mexican music, Mexican American music, and she mentioned that Colombian slaves made cumbia. This is the reason why I love Latin music, okay? And even what's the name? Carlos Santana, who's Mexican American, but because he was born in Mexico, but he raised in the United States. One of our great rock singers of color, besides Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix was a black Native American with Cherokee and Irish. And rumor has he had Mexican roots too. I'm not making it up. Rumor has that Jimi Hendrix was also part Mexican too. Um, anyway, but I know his grandma was Cherokee. Anyway, point is, who made Woodstock? Everybody have the white people, like the Who. No offense to Who, no, I love the Who too, and Jefferson Airplane, Jan Java, but don't forget those men of color, okay? Jimi Hendrix and Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana, who loves sisters, okay, because he married to a sister, a high yellow sister, and the last sister he married to was a part black and part white sister. Well, all of us are mixed white because their sisters too, the one who's high yellow. Um, Dark light or whatever. However, let me sound like Biggie Smalls in that song. However, he said that the Latin Spanish we hear there is actually African music, which sees why I love Latin music more than no for real. I love and actually when I said that it has more African elements. Let's be real, because in the white Anglo-Saxon America, our African ancestors in the southern states, that most white Anglo-Saxon, was before mixing, because we mix with that too. Because I'm African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, and American descent. They were stripped of every African culture, religion, and formed their own culture under Anglo influence. Okay, that's why I say Black American culture is not all that black. Okay, if it was, it would have this Fulani and Yoruba and all those African languages and cultures in it. And so, anyway, and a lot of folks don't like that, but it's the truth. Okay, so when I hear Latin music, whether Mexican music with some Afro Mexican elements that people ignore, think that's only the Spanish. And you know, some of the things, and I'm not making, I mean, Afrocentric. There are things in Mexican music that has a lot of Afro Mexican slaves, brought into Mexico. You heard Balabamba. Okay, es necesito. Do you know that's an African song? No joke. The African slaves, when they first went to Veracruz, which I plan to go there, is in actually my Mexican friends from Juarez, when I was in El Paso, Texas, called me Jarocho because it's a nickname for those from Veracruz. Makes sense. Um, Veracruz is also the home of the Afro-Mexican Nat Turner, Gaspar Yanga, who beat the slave master up, the Spanish slave master, won his freedom. He was a dark-skinned African, strong like Harisha Agun. Beat his, y'all know who Harisha Agun is? That's the god of the Santerio. No, I'm not Santerio. No, I'm not Santero. I'm not, no. I'm going to spill the beans up and here. I'm going to tell it like it is. Where I learned that from. Who have been kind of arguing about black and brown challenge? Because Chicano rapper who don't want no negro in his music said that Arisha Agun is his saint, Tama Canello. Y'all know? Yes, that dude. Okay. That's why I got the information. You know I'm very information. Yes, I'm smart. Unlike them brothers that be beef with him in Los Angeles, I'm not one of them people. I don't have the same mentality as them people. I don't know them. I don't know them, and I ain't like them. Anyway, point is my own person. Anyway, Arisha Agun in the African, the Yoruba religion that later on became Santeria, which take away the steals the interpretation of the communion saints from the Catholic Church and mix it to African gods. The Yoruba and Agun is a god of iron. He beats people up. He's violent. He's tough. Yes. So anyway, that's why I had to be creative in my message. Gaspar Yanga had to be the Agun to beat them slave masters up in Veracruz, Mexico. And that's how Veracruz became a state. I read history real good. So anyway, so that's why I love Latin music. I don't want to hear stories, and I'm just like Snoop Dogg, of slaves getting beat and not fighting back. I support that film, that Nate Parker of 79 Babies, because I'm a 79 child just like him. Make that movie Birth of the Nation. Yes, I bought it on not eBay. Excuse me, I bought it on YouTube. Yes, I was watching. I was loving that doggone film. Yes, I did. Of Nat Turner. I don't want to hear about no story about slave, but that's how it's supposed to go. And we can't do nothing and pray about it. And the old slave black version of consider wasp mentality. I am not a Protestant. That's thank you, Lord. Because of that, okay? Because they turn to the Bible to keep folks in slavery. Let's be real up in there. So anyway, yes, I don't want to hear stories about that. Oh well, we gotta be like that. I hear it. I know I'm from Texas. Besides, it's a redneck state. It's a pocho state. It's also a plantation state. Okay, and that's why me and other African American descended people with a different mentality that definitely don't want to share. Um, Talk to me, try to counsel me. Please take your ass someplace else with that bullshit. I don't mean to cuss up here, but didn't the Bible tell you in Proverbs 9, don't correct the person who don't want to be corrected? Thank you. And I know that you're talking on a false interpretation of the Bible that St. Peter said in his second letter, the first chapter of his second letter, and the third chapter of the human. Thank you. Because you go by your master's interpretation of the word. I don't want to hear your master. Please take that mess someplace else. Trying to be Aunt your mama and Fiddler on the movie Roots. I'm tired of that bullshit. Yes, I have yo tengo amor repere. Yo tengo amor repere. Tengo amor repere. That means I have a rebel heart. No, not no Confederate rebel. I'm talking about rebellion. Thank you. The slaves who fought against their masters were rebels too. The word rebel means to rebel, not Confederate rebel. Okay? The reason why the white folks who stole that doggone term used to rebel against Lincoln Emancipation Proclamation during the Civil War. That's why they rebelled against the American government so they can keep slavery. That's a different term. Y'all need to stop messing up the metaphors and and words and interpretation of the word. Okay, so Nat Turner was a rebel. Gaspar Younger was a rebel. Okay, thank you. John Horst, Black Native American Seminole, who went to Mexico, was a rebel, was beating a slave. Yes, because during Spanish Florida, because I also know the history. Spanish Florida, before Andrew Jackson, slave master and anti-indigenous racist motherfucker, took the doggone state, okay? Spanish Florida was a land just like Mexico that spoke Spanish, Floriditas, they say in Spanish. If you go in that area, you couldn't be a slave. And if slave masters from the Carolinas and Georgia and Alabama try to get you, you had your Native American brother that you later on mixing down the family tree in years, the Seminoles particular, whooping their asses with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how, thank you. See, folks don't know their history. No la peca la negra. Okay, anyway, I'm high on that caffeine right now. Yo quiero beber caffeine. No fuma mota o coca. Call again. Anyways, get to the sun. I'm high on this caffeine. I got to go to work at 10 o'clock. What time it is? So I can go ahead and take a shower. Okay. Anyway, so the reason why I like the song, because it talks about the African man, the black man in Colombia whooping the slave master ass after he hit his wife. Okay, the Matamoria African couple who was enslaved by the Spaniard. This he's talking about Joe Arroyo is talking about in the song. And then when the slave master abused the brother's wife to protect that sister, the slave beat the crap out the doggone slave master. And I know that back a la negra, I'm not hitting the black woman. That's what it says in that song. So I love God rest his soul because he passed away 2011. Joe Arroyo, he's from Colombia, okay? And one thing about his music, he put the African, the cumbia that you hear in Mexican music today, the cumbia, which is a cousin to merengue, and salsa, and he make songs about liberation and rebellion. Yes, sadly he was on drugs over the years and stuff, and then later on he passed away. I saw everything in his bio, but I love his music. And then when I saw that old fine Latina on there dancing to that doggone song, because I put it on my page on Facebook and everything else, damn well I had it's been a long time I did my research, so I was listening to Celia Cruz while I was in the shower. I know I'm not a Santero, okay? But while I was telling people about, the goon, especially Cornell, the Chicano rapper, that's why he be acting a fool, believing in that African God. You don't want no negros in your song, Canelo, but you praying to a Dios Negro. Anyway, a black God. Okay, it's a false idol. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be real, because only one God is Jesus Christ. Okay, but y'all know, okay, he believe in Santeria. He's Mexican American from the Southern gang and everything else. But when you said Arisha Agun is your patron saint, I said, oh, you believe in the Santeria. Okay, yeah, okay, because Achum. Remember, had to love out. Dum, dum, dum. And I was in the shower yesterday. Dum, 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 dum. Because I don't like Santeria, but I like the African beat. It brings me back home. That, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I was listening to it, I said, let me go ahead. God know my country. I don't believe no Achun, Yamaya. I'm not Isaiah Banks, okay? Let me go ahead and listen to this damn song. So, and I'm in a shower. Dum, 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 dum. Remember 4 years? I did a video about that. Para Echu, Yamaya. So I'm hearing the song. Now, of course, I don't believe no Achun and Yamaya. I think Agun, Achun, and their religion are married, right? Am I correct? They like brothers or they're couple, something like that, something like that. But anyway, so the Africans, so they start playing, say, how YouTube like Pandora play the salsa music, auto play, they put Celia Cruz, La Negra Tiene Tumbao, and I tumbao, and no camina leal. Okay, I'm over here singing this salsa music, Afrocentric music, Latino music, whatever. And that's the song, because I've been for years trying to find out who's singing that song. No le peca la negra. And I got out the shower. I said, let me go find out who's singing that song, because it's in my bathroom. And it was that song. La Rebellion means rebellion. And that's what it's about, okay? So it's about the African man beating the slave master up. Now, in my description box, I said they remind me of Sandra Bland. Okay? I'm going to tie it to the situation. Of course, Porcho bootlicking to white supremacy, Brian Acina. That's the Mexican American man, the light skinned Mexican American man who's very light because he's Spanish American roots, but have a drop of Native and African Mexican roots. Let's call it like it is, okay? Who wants to be with the white supremacists so to get a paycheck. Sold his soul to the white supremacy dollar. As what Saint Pablo says in the Bible, that people who the love of money rule all evil. So that's why he's working, and just like the coons and the cotton picking coons and the straw picking poacher coconut coons at the doggone Wallacata jail who didn't have such a blend out years. If they get fired, I think if they bring it, I'm not saying to bring back slave golf, but if they did, hypothetically speaking, them folks in that department of color, well, they say that Latino African Americans should be picking cotton and strawberries at Donald Trump's plantation. Donald Trump have a plantation in Texas, and they be picking the cotton and bootlicking the slave masters, the Klan folks who run that doggone county. That's called like it is. It is what it is. When he beat up and mistreated Sandra Bland, I was thinking about the song, and I said, if they do retrial the case again, if he got away with this time, I won't be singing that song if he loses the case. Okay, grand jury put him in jail. Okay, then let him go again. I think the Bland family is trying to fight against and sue him as well. I'm gonna be saying, no le pega la negra. Don't be hitting a black woman, okay? When Sandra Bland gets her victory, okay? You know, so that's the point I was saying because the dude don't realize in being a Texas Ranger, nothing wrong with being a Texas Ranger today. But back in the day, if you know your history, the Klan operated Texas Rangers. They not only attacked people of African American heritage, they attacked Mexican American people. Okay? If one come from the border, this way before Trump, DACA, and ICE thing, okay? They were the ones beating the Mexican men up and women and saying these were banditos, aka thugs. And that was the reason why, when actually it was them harassing. Some of these people would come visit their family in Texas and go back to Mexico. They wasn't trying to, they were acting like LaQuisha, okay? Acting like LaQuisha Jones, okay? So, anyway, so that's what. So when I hear this man trying to act like be the mentality of LaQuisha Jones, beating up Sandra Bland, and Sandra Bland, one thing people say, well, of course you shouldn't talk to an officer that way. Folks, she's not from slave-minded Texas, okay? She's from Chicago. And in Chicago, they're very in like New York, they're very expressive. They look at you. That's why I don't mind leaving the state. They look at people as humans before they type, okay? It's not that submissive. And if I have a friend, everybody thinks she's Mexican, because her Zayek looks. But she's her mama. Her mama's white. Her daddy is African descent, and she from Detroit. I think she's from Flint, Michigan. Older lady. And I ain't trying to tell her business. She worked someplace else, and she was telling me when she got down the south, because I guess the kids are more African descent. White folks will bump into her, and I said, excuse me, and then she was like, she said, y'all more docile. I said, yeah. I said, that's why I can't get along with some of these people down here. They are docile. I said, some slave-minded people. I said, thank you, Mama Lotta sister, for reminding our history. They still for slave-minded. I can't have no brother and sister correlation with these folks talking about we don't got no friends. How the hell we got no friends? We got folks who ain't no friends trying to help us get progress and have freedom. I ain't saying control and restriction, because these folks defend restriction over liberation. And thank you. Yes, it's called like it is. And democracy, along with a good economy, okay? Economic freedom, along with that, okay? Don't defend. They defend we in control, and never give you a list of rules. Let me make my own rules, bro. Sister, get out the fake. You just no different than slave masters, nigger, okay? Just trying to act like you my friend. You know different than Fiddler in the movie Roots. Y'all know, oh, I swear I hate that character in the movie Roots. I do. And I wish that when he was trying to get out of slavery, talking about Kunta Kinte, when dude Scavenger Kunta Kinte. If I was Kunta Kinte, I would got them damn chains and pop hit that brother inside the head. Different than slave master. Didn't I tell you in my videos that I attack everybody in my videos about everything I don't think I don't put no past nobody. Talk about nobody. How we can't talk about nobody ain't friend? We got folks who ain't our friends either who try to act like they are friends and try to So point is, you can tell I have a spirit of a rebel heart. I have that liberation in me. I don't want to be a controlled motherfucker by somebody else. Okay? So, point is, that's exactly that I'm talking about. There's a bunch of slave-minded people. They try to distort the Bible. They buck dancing preachers who take the doggone money and everything, trying to silence you too. And then wish bad luck on you, which goes against Luke 6, right? Okay. You can't be talking about God gonna punish somebody. Actually, that's a condemn. You can't condemn, you be condemned. Is what Jesus said. So, point is, and Jesus God, can you argue with that, right? Okay. So, point is, that's what I'm saying, is that she don't have that mentality. Like in Chicago, they're very expressive. They speak their mind. And don't forget that, speaking of Sandra Bland, she's like the Lucy Gonzalez Parsons. Remember Lucy Gonzalez Parsons met a white man who was a Confederate soldier, but actually I think he changed. He was helping African people to be voted. I heard another story, and that's why Parsons, her husband, was about to get lynched for marrying her because she was black, Mexican, and American, and then at the same time, they got kicked out of Texas, so they went. She was a former slave, and she went to Chicago, and her voice was worse than rioters. That's my inspiration right there. That's why I would like to be. I don't want, have to ride act a fool. I just had to have that voice and act like Odisha Agoon. Thank you, Cornelia, for mentioning it in your doggone song. Cause no, I would not be like, I would not believe in Odisha Agoon. That's another god. But people call folks Zeus. Zeus is a false god. All these Greek mythology, all these European type things. The Apollo, the Oscar. Thank you. Let's call it like it is, okay? Well, I like to. It inspired me to be like a goon, my African brother. Even though he's not non-existent because he's a false god, but the attitude, the strong, man that will fight back. Cause and these brothers who act like hyper masculine ass motherfuckers, they don't have no mentality, and at all. As the ones who try to attack and call me faggot. I might act feminine, but I have a strong mindset. That's more masculine than you acting like a savage monkey for white supremacy. Call it like it is, okay? Buying to the stereotype. Now, this is because you're buying into that damn stereotype, okay? There's a time and place to act that way. You can't act at 24/7 trying to prove how hard you are. Make us look terrible. Oh, Jesus, they do. The truth about it is, but yeah, I would like to have the character of a goon. That's what I aspire to be. I don't want to be the weak one. No. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so point is, she she had to talk like that. I'm sorry because I'm not. It's just for to talk to the cop like that. Don't get wrong, but at the same time, the way how he treated her, it he deserved it. You see what I'm saying? And he thought with that pale skin, he was full blown white. That's why I keep on bringing mixed heritage up. He got a drop of African and indigenous in him. He ain't all that white. Why they still trying to try the case? If you was a full blown white man, especially blonde blue eyes, as what Hitler says an Aryan race, this man would not even have a case. And what happened? Darren Wilson just one trial. That's it. They came with trial there when he got that money and boo money, GoFundMe money, and the pensions, and won the case and went hide somewhere. Okay, so you get my point. They still trying to try this man because he's not a full blown white man. He might try to play into white supremacy and pass, but had passing poacher cooning game. It about to run out of time because now the Bland family could sue the Water County for letting this man be there, and they about to lose money. And when a poacher and a coon mess a white dominant police department, they get rid of your ass off the payroll. Then what happened to y'all niggas who care for land of cast down? You don't stay there longer. And they'll want your ass there because you're a mess, a silly mess. Okay? You are a trash to the department. If you're a white man, real white man, pure white man, you're the hero. Right? You're a person of color. You might try to play that role, but you get screwed later on in life. That's the curse of trying to play the Portugal and Brian Encina. So when I hear that song, like I said, if the Sandra Bland's family got to do more, I think he won this time, but I think they're trying to try it again, which I'm hoping they do win the case and make Brian Encina pay up whatever he did, liable for the Sandra Bland's death. I'm gonna be singing No Le Peque La Negra. I'm gonna be singing that song, yes, okay? Because one thing that many of us forgotten our history about how the slaves, even here, which you don't hear in school, fought their master. I ain't know Fair Douglas, who part white on his dad's side and part black in the America on his mom's side, when he was sold to slavery by another slave master, he whooped the slave master ass. The slave master later on respected him. That's why he was an abolitionist. I don't want to be Fiddler. If you're teaching me to be Fiddler and stay put, and please take that damn message or so-called ministry someplace else. Teach me to be the fighter of freedom, not the fighter of it causing shit. I'm talking about a fighter of freedom. Teach me to be the warrior. Teach me to be the leader, not to be the submissive or the slave. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. Therefore, I'm hard-headed. It's a blessing to be hard-headed to that mess. So many brothers want to play the role of being tough and then talk about the thick skin. How much you gonna let your thick skin bleed till it dies? Till you die? That means you stupid. You better go ahead and use your thick skin to fight that person who's trying to cause harm to your thick skin. That's what you need to do. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. So when I hear this song, La Rebellion, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful song by this Afro-Latino man from from Colombia. You dance to salsa, and it tells you the history of Colombia, actually all over Latin America. Okay, about what happened in slavery, and that's why they had to see. That's one thing that they don't want. That's why they had the Willis syndrome here in the states, cause they saw the Caribbean, they saw in Latin America these slaves, and let me know majority they had some problems, but majority were Catholic. So those who want to take the Catholic Church like the field of I shall shut the hell up. Um, they were Catholic country. The first country that banned slavery was Haiti. Is a Catholic country. Okay, there were no prize evangelicals because that's what kept the slaves. The interpretation of the Bible, in slavery. Okay, distortion of it, and anyway, they were scared that if that same mentality might come to the states. So that's why William Lynch made this William Lynch letter. That's why that you got to talk about black women and black men have arguments on, even though we're not pure African, okay? But y'all just one dry rule mentality. Why does this gender war? Well, if you know your history about the William Lynch letter, the black woman, and including mulatto and every mixed woman that was part black, was the head of the black or the mixed man. They did this to emasculate the black man, meaning that he had no mental masculine. He's not strong mentally. Okay, they wanted the slaves to be mentally, physically strong to work the field. Okay, you know what I'm saying, to work, but not to go against them. Okay, you're talking about slave master. So when you hear the in that letter, okay, please read it. It's not a hoax. It's the truth. It did happen in slavery. I'm sorry, God rest his soul, Dick Gregory, but I don't believe it started in by the CIA. I think it was mandated by the CIA into the next generation after the Civil Rights Bill was signed, causing social mental issues of the Wayland syndrome. But no, this was a Wayland letter that happened, and the original copy says the word nigger. Okay, so the new copy y'all try to be political. That's the revised version, trying to make it political. They say black woman. No, it says nigger woman and stuff. That no, that's the language of that. That's coming back in 17, 1800s. Okay, and in that it talks about the black woman being head of the house, making her women independent. Look today, most women go to colleges who are African descent. Most men locked up in jail. According to them, not all, but not everybody, but that's the stereotype. That's also the according to some statistics. Okay, sometimes I'm very critical about statistics because they sometimes don't look at the African American men who do go to college, try to make a little agenda of it. That's called it is. So that's the reason why you have a single parent household. Majority got women in there, not no men. You see what I'm saying? The brothers today think what they dick, or think how degree of melanin hair, because none of us look like a pure black person. I mean, not all of us look like a pure black person. Some of us, like me, I'm caramel skin, I'm not dark chocolate, and think that's how to be masculine. Okay, and it goes back to when the Rodolfo Rodriguez situation when I saw Latino say, yeah, there's racist black folks too about LaQuisha because they think that they can pick it, but because let me talk about to my Latino brothers and sisters, and it goes to those who are African too because they do even do dark Africans who ain't like that and pick them because I see in my neighborhood how somebody yes I snitched on somebody who beat up an African man who's close to this man's age who got beat up in Los Angeles. Yes, a ghetto ass sister, so I did snitch back in 2015. A ghetto trash ass sister from the United States. Her and some thug little kids, and her kid beat up an African man who's 1 year older than the same age as my Arthur King. Yeah, born 1929. Okay, 1 year older than my grandfather. My dad's side, who would protect his daughter. Okay, because daughter had his wife is younger than him, so he had a daughter that was teenagers and kid. Anyway, didn't speak English. Point is, so we're still working on that case for $3. Come on, y'all didn't stop giving me these letters on my door time when we come do the case. I went on single mile last year trying to do the case, and still they ain't called me back. I called the prosecutor back, but damn, we got so many cases. Damn, how many cases you got? Let's get this shit done. Let me say I say on trial. And I mean discuss this up here. I know, but I didn't sign no contract. I couldn't discuss it. But let me say what I say on trial, so I go ahead and get this woman locked up because she's still brought around. Anyway, I feel like Sister Act in the movie Whoopi Goldberg. Anyway, point is, so truth of the matter is that they think by ghetto mentality, savage mentality, that's what make them strong. Stereotypes. So I'm not saying there's Latinos who far born Africans in it wrong, but I cannot argue. I seen it myself. Was some African people who make us look terrible go pick on Hispanic folks, especially they're lighter than them, and tried to. I mean, look what happened even with Lena Bank. Them dark skinned sisters came in that restroom and that Latina one Puerto Rico was putting makeup on. Welcome to the jungle. Y'all remember? Okay, see what I'm saying? So that just like in the 80s, that can happen in Los Angeles with Mexicans, okay? And I see that, okay? And it's embarrassing because we went through shit in this country and it's wrong like it happened to Abel Cedillo. I'm sorry. I understand that's Latino, like the Brian, I trash talk his cultural trash out too. I don't show no favoritism of that, okay? However, since I do look to the world as black in this country, okay, even though I am mixed, I have to speak on these issues so nobody don't stereotype me, anybody who who don't want to be stereotyped in my community, okay? So that's why I make these videos. So to educate people, stop putting us in one umbrella. Think that we all like LaQuisha and the people that attack Ava Cedillo, okay? Point it. No, we not. But when you guys, even in movies, when I seen, like I said in the movie, Lean on Me. Remember Kid Ray, the dark skinned man, when the one before Joe Clark came in and said, "Get the disgrace of the black race out of here." Remember he said that, and I think that was Mrs. Barrett's son in the movie Lean on Me. Well, the one with the mullet, the one that Curry had the light skin Latino guy, he was selling dope in there, and the one he dropped out of school. And remember Joe Clark said, "Yeah, baby, I watched Lean on Me so many dozen times. I love it." You know what I'm saying? Lean on me. Oh yes, I love that song. We are not strong. Baby. I help you carry. Oh yeah, and that sister, that dog skin, she. But I love her. She would whip that hair around, lean on me, go ahead. Everybody was dancing to that song. Yeah, I love that movie. Joe Clark. See, yeah, I love that movie with Joe. Yes, Morgan Freeman. You should got a cat award for that. You should got a cat award for that doggone. Not Drive Miss Daisy. No, I like him in Lean on Me. Not no damn Drive Miss. I ain't drive no damn Miss. No hell no. I ain't no driving some white Jewish woman. No, not because she Jewish. Even she was Gentile, don't matter. Slave mentality. I just tell you, I don't like that shit. Anyway, get to the subject. Support is. So that's what happened. Okay. So hold on, what time? Okay, good, because I get in the shower. Okay. Point is. So that's what I'm saying is that a lot of y'all don't know that that's what goes on. And I have seen it in my own eyes where they think that because of we stereotype as savages, we supposed to buy into it. Even I was arguing with Latino women, well, because no, um, she was working with. It was back in 2013. I forget. I went to a job interview, and I went to go to my job, and like because they told me I can go or go early, go late to work since I'm going to a job interview. And when I went to the job interview, it was in the Memorial City area. No, it wasn't in the Memorial City. It was some advertising shit. And what happened is, I think it was some advertising shit. So we were waiting on the bus, and all the Latino women were looking at her because she had these little tight shoes. She dressed delicious, okay? And so I was speaking Spanish to her, and you can tell she was born in either Mexico. Yeah, she was born, but she was raised in states, and she had an accent real strong. And she was from the valley. Yeah, okay. She said she was from the valley, and she said she liked Zero. Y'all know Zero, just Brittany's ex-boyfriend. Y'all know about that. Because I was talking about Latin music, and she was talking about that ghetto rap music. No offense to Zero, but I don't hardly listen to stuff like that. Okay, I do here and there, but not all the time. So when I was, and there was a sister who was from Haiti, and I was kind of speak some French to her a little bit, or one with Africa. Yeah, so I speak a little French, but not that I have in my bloodline. And she started making, the Mexican girl started making, so when I told her off in English Spanish, she thought, and I do it to anybody, regardless, even if she was LaQuisha Jones, I'll talk her ass out. Y'all know me, I don't have no chill. Regardless what your color is. Anyway, point is, she thought because she's Mexican, she's lighter than I am, this and that, that I was. You think I'm act worse like a black girl, and you think I'm a Mexican? I said, no, hold on, baby. I don't care if you are a black woman. I'ma still talk to you like shit. I don't care anybody if you black man, whatever. You still another human being, man. I don't give a damn. If I talk to my family, try to go there. I had to go. Thank you. Okay, anybody disrespect me, if you're an enemy, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to be near an enemy. It's hard for me to love enemies of anything, of any color. I don't even want your presence, message around me, please. So she thought that, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing it because you're Mexican. Okay, actually, my ex-girlfriends were Mexican. I never, you know what I'm saying? So why would I have this racist? But she thought, because I guess hang around that ghetto, listen to Zero, hang around that ghetto crowd, everyone saying that people will try to do that to her because she lighter with straighter hair, because she Mexican, you know what I'm saying? No, baby, if you did disrespectful, you get dealt with. That's, I grew up in the name. We both was about the same age time. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget the one of the Mexican man that was there. He was laughing, but he wasn't doing no. He ain't coming to her defense. He was still looking. He was trying to get her number. When he got on the 46, but I don't forget, he hit her ass, and he's trying to get the number. He was gonna take her out. Cause he told me, he said, "I'll take her." He was gonna take her and have sex with her. He was beating us. He was gonna take her out to his crib and have some sex, some culture. That's why everybody was looking at her booty and stuff, cause she was dressing all that delicious. So you get my point. So no, I'm like, I ain't doing it because you're Hispanic. I do it to anybody. Shit. Now, I don't like to disrespect that. So of course you gotta be careful who you deal with because someone could be stronger than you. You don't think you're bad. Remember, when you think you're bad, that's people worse than you. But sometimes the David out of to beat the Goliath, you have to sometimes go that way. You can't sit here and be in fear for all time. Okay, fear sometimes is good for helping protect yourself, but sometimes fear also keep you from that mess. But also too, you can't have. Sorry, the thing I tripped. I want people to understand that not every African American person out there to get some Latino person, but they lighter than us. You know what I'm saying, to talk trash and mistreat people and be ghetto and stuff. That's not true, okay? And I think that's the reason why I think with Sandra Bland, she wasn't acting ghetto. They're very assertive in Los Angeles, in Chicago, and New York. They're not like the South. Ain't the Lord? I wish I was up there up north. I don't like being here down south. No, the mentality. I like the hot weather. No, I like the hot weather. I like the warm weather. Okay, it's because it's too hot. That's why I have my shirt off right now. Even with the air conditioner on, it's hot. If it's dang on part, like here's a time about turn to hell right now. It felt like El Paso without with humidity. Because in El Paso, Texas, it is El Paso. It's no humidity. It's dry heat. Yes, if I had eczema, I had to go to a dermatologist. Jocko had to pay for a dermatologist to go in 2016. Yes. I stopped using cocoa butter lotion because they had fragrance. I was mad about that because I love using cocoa butter and soap. Okay, and so anyway, point is that's what I'm saying is that um, you gotta understand that that's the mentality that some of them have, and when you see people portray that shit, I have to call it out because you're making all of us in our community look terrible. Okay, but let's get back to what I said about Willie Lynch. That's what happened. So these sisters sometimes think that a brother son, they get overtop a brother. I had my dad in my life. My dad didn't play that shit with the sisters or any women, white, black, Hispanic, whatever. My grandfather played with my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're more masculine than I am. Okay, but the mentality was they did not let women walk all over them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They will tell a woman off in a minute. And not because they're a woman, it's the women sometimes think they can overtop them. You know what I'm saying? And there's some of these sisters. That's why some of them end up being single. First off, the men is supposed to run the house, not the woman. Her defending white extreme feminism and slave mentality from women syndrome. That's why so many women end up being single. And I'm single too as a man. Don't get wrong. But I'm patient with my picking. Let me say something. I used to be in a rush want to get married because I want to get married in my 20s, and I'm not financially right now able to take care of family right now. And that's why I'm got that dick slide in my dick all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make a baby and baby mamas and shit because it's called about this irresponsible behavior. And I'm not trying to have my child in that situation. I want to have because I'm gonna have children, have two-parent household, me and a wife. Okay, not sit here and have one person in the house trying to play both sides of the coin. So you see what I'm saying? So that's why. Okay, that's why you see Thomas Senor and even the sister from Black and White, whatever, calls it the bed, which whatever, because these folks had played that submissive role. And like I say, my dad people raised me. My mom did not raise me. My mom is a controlling person, but we don't get along. I am glad that the Lord separated us in Matthew 10. Okay? And, the Sakai edge of mama syndrome. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I call that. Okay? It is what it is. Um, so point is, I don't, yeah, her hair is black and native and Spanish, English, Irish, and French, okay, whatever, but still, she's playing to that stereotype. That's why I see my dad and her not get along either. And I don't blame him. Anyway, I don't get along with him either. But point is that the function in our community, in all the progress, like I was telling somebody yesterday, we had to get rid of that. Y'all trying to retain that because it's been for the people in the community who doing harm. That's what it is. Because they want to play master roles so they ain't bad. They won't mention master DNA in them on paper, but they was want to play their role. Okay, no one, like I said, no wonder that we sometimes me and Africans and I we don't get along because I have a mindset of a runaway slave. I have a mindset as a freedman of color, the freedman. These folks have mind of a house and field slave. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be neither too. Okay? You still controlled by somebody else. Like I said about Excision colorist statements. Him say he a house. I would never call myself a house slave. Now I'm not dog. I'm not like. But I don't want to play the slave. Period. Let me be the runaway slave. Let me be Nat Turner. Let me be the Gospel Younger, the black son of leader. What's his name? What's the dude's name? John Horse. Let me be the the male version of Harry Tubman. You know what I'm saying? Let me be the mulatto who found in Chicago who won his freedom in New York with the sailor. Everything that was who found in Chicago. He's from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? He spoke Spanish and French and you know what I'm saying and also later on English. Okay, be real. I forgot his name. Yes, Sandra Bland talks about that too, and I actually know about that because I always go Creoles, FrenchCreoles.com talk about that back in 2003 and 2. You know what I'm saying? I remember saying, "What's Chicago about a partial black man Creole? What?" Yes, okay. I don't want to be Fiddler. I don't want to be no. That's why some of these women I get along with the women, but they don't control. They know I will tell it all. Okay, I'm not scared of them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I had a strong man, even though we didn't get along in my life, who didn't let women walk all over them. Okay, my grandfather didn't let my dad didn't know. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that no, they even though we don't get along and I don't act like them, okay, isn't they more masculine and my grandfather more masculine than I am, okay, when he was alive. But they did not have that mentality. And even my grandpa, we don't talk. No, you're not gonna sit here and play with Lynch syndrome with me. Okay? I know what you're doing. You know, start the Bible like the wolf and she clothed and you'll get the wolf and she clothed preacher who's a butt dancer when he get his ass whooped one of these days by them cops. I don't feel sorry for him. Okay, taking people's money. That's actually my dad was telling you. That's why he's an atheist. Was telling me doing slavery just like in that term before he got his ass whooped. He would the slave master would get the black man preacher to twist the Bible to keep the slaves on the plantation. That's why no one I hate to be corrected by the scriptures. No one is this genetic situation helping here, especially in some false interpretation of the word. And the Bible tells you to be on guard of that. Thank you, St. Peter, for writing in the Bible. Thank God for letting him put it on your Bible. Okay, point is, okay. So y'all get my point. That's how they did. That's why. So here's like I said, that's why I see that's gender war about black women being this and that, and black men this and that, and niggas ain't shit, and black women are worse, all this stuff because of that William Lynch letter. Many of our people still hold on to the mentality. I'm not gonna try to change a person's mentality. Once they in mental slavery, is what Bob Marley talking get out of emancipation from mental slavery. They want to stay as mental slaves. Good. Don't include me in it. It will be a fight. Okay, a civil war within our community and the church. I'll be the head commander of that civil war. Okay, because all about liberation. All of us had to be free and come together. We have to celebrate liberation, not celebrate being restricted like slaves. Okay, so that's the point. So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe. I was telling some sisters yesterday, oh ghetto trash sister yesterday about because I remember I snitched on somebody for beating and punching a child or some damn old cush head bitch. She said, "Ever been at your bees?" Us, excuse me. You know different than the white lesbians that killed them black children. You know different. You think that it's destructive. That's you, the Mr. Get your the functional, as you Mr. Functional, uneducated. So you slow too, don't you? Guys know that they deny me with Social Security. Now I'm bipolar. I'm still waiting for my SI, but I'm doing something in my life. I still have a job. I'll be at 10 o'clock. Okay, you get my point? I'm still doing something. I'm pushing while I'm struggling. I'm pushing. Unlike her, looking like doggone buckwheat in her hair. Okay, yes. I said, and I was trying to look at her mentality. See her mentality, her appearance. Ain't because she dog like the no, her appearance and her mentality. That's the reason why our community so fucked up. We get stuff like this, men with her mentality, and women run the community. The slave masters niggas. They favorite niggas. Whoo, I swear, we need to separate within. Please, let's separate in all of it. Didn't Joe Clark say one bad apple spoils a bunch? That's right. We need to divide from those who try to keep us in contempt, in abuse and mistreatment and dehumanization, doing what the white racist men, our slave masters, ancestors, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because they part of our heirs. They the one. It's funny. I be truthful. Put whatever I am in my background. These folks class themselves as black, but act just like the slave masters in their prediction of what they want us to be. Amazing. Anyway, point is, so that's my point. Talking about what my business, I should never have to. No, baby, I can't. She's very ignorant. And I told her, if I didn't report it by law, if you report a crime, there's a child abuse, you be prosecuted too. And I said, you pay my commissary, you gonna pay, or you'll give me a GoFundMe, you gonna pay my legal fees? Hell no, she gonna pay shit. So I have never talk. So I was defending, I was caring more about the black children. Folks have immigrant children, white folks care about them over the black children because we don't care about black children in America. We're not pure black. Y'all know what I mean? They think that destructive behavior they learn from childhood from their slave-minded parents and stewards who either was a mean or Joe Jackson. Okay, Tar Graham. Okay, that's normal because that mentality was taught to our slave master ancestors, to our slave ancestors, that being have a job black blood expect what? Expect tyranny, expect mistreatment, expect that. No. If you're proud of yourself, you always, which I do all the time, pray against that. You always fight amongst people and demand respect to respect you. If you allow this stuff to happen like a doormat, you don't have respect for yourself. Okay? And a lot of folks in our community do not have no damn respect for themselves. That's why you see ghetto gaggers and race playing shit on porn. That's why you see rappers call themselves niggas, looking like a bunch of mission show monkeys on the doggone thing, getting white folks their money because they get a huge check appear they get from their doggone video shoot or record that was been playing in the club somewhere. Do you get my point? That's the reason why. Okay, have no respect for themselves, and that's why some people don't even want nothing to do with us. I don't, no, partially I don't blame. I wish you look at the people as individuals, like myself. But I don't blame. If I've seen people who love being at the contempt at the bottom and don't have and don't do nothing about it, why should I care individually? Does it make sense? So anyway, my point is that that's what they were scared of. That they were scared that Latin American, Caribbean, the slaves here are going to learn how to rebel. Besides learn how to read, learn how to rebel against their enslavement. So that's why they had the Villain syndrome. So if I didn't know the history, okay. So when I hear this song "La Rebellion" by Joe Arroyo, God rest his soul, because he was teaching in his music, was trying to teach people about the African slavery, the Afro-Latino experience in his music, using the African elements that's in Latin music, the cumbia, the salsa, the merengue, whatever, to get their attention. So I'm glad today I learned that song. I learned more about the song, the meaning of the song. Y'all should check it out. No le pega la negra. Exactly. And me, y'all need to know about that. That's one thing I'm glad Latinos are coming here. Okay, not all Latinos are coconuts like Asina, like Brian Asina and George Zimmer. Okay, stop putting everybody in one umbrella. You don't want to buy a stereotype your ass. Don't stereotype others. And stop buying the stereotype thinking you're a savage. All the time you act like the Ashuna goon towards people who do something wrong to you. You don't go after the people who don't do anything to you, acting like LaQuisha Jones. Okay? Call it like it is. You respect, you demand respect, and you respect yourself. That's all I gotta say.